So to be perfectly clear, what we are going to be doing in this virtual meeting, is to examine the call for proposal template to be sure that you understand. We saw that a lot of questions were coming up. People were receiving a lot of calls. People were not clearly understanding what they were supposed to do. So we thought it wise to have this discussion to get that barrier cleared. And then also, please take note, today is March 18th, meaning you have only today, tomorrow, and then Wednesday to conclude your proposal and ensure that it is sent into the email that has been given out. Okay, so without further ado, I will invite our outgone honorable board chair, who is also still being very instrumental, even as he's gone, but he's still being instrumental. I'll invite him now to take it from here. Thank you so much, and over to you, sir. Your microphone is muted, so we can't hear you.
Sorry. Thank you so much, Iman. And reigning chairman Agbozo, the Pabina Agbozo. The good news is that you are not from Agbozo, man. We will go straight to the point to look. We'll go straight to the point to look at the two documents. There was a call for proposal, and then there is a template to be filled. The purpose of this meeting, of course, is to walk you through, so that we try to tell you the meaning of the things they are asking of you, so that at your end you can feel them as much as you have understood from us. So we will start with the call for proposal itself. The call for proposal itself. So if you see the call for proposal, it speaks to the call for proposal speaks to where is this? Okay. The essential thing you can see on the call for proposal is that there is a deadline. You agree with me? There is a deadline, and that deadline is on the 20th. Am I right? The deadline is on the 20th.
Yes, you're right.
And you have a budget outline, a budget estimate that should not go beyond 10,000 Ghana cedis. Forgive me, I'm still controlling the people who are coming in, so I'm flipping on and off. When I hear them coming, I have to kind of flip off and go again. So it's important for you to know that you are expected to go in a certain parameter, and one of it is that your budget should not be more than 10,000. It can be less than 10,000, but it should not be more than 10,000. And there's one thing that the call for proposal also mentions. It said people preferably, that is the message that sent it. If you watch it carefully, it's telling you people preferably from the northern part of Ghana are encouraged to apply. So what it means is that if you are an NGO that is working within a northern part of Ghana, especially northern region, northeast region, Savannah region, you are most likely to be the people picked, because this is a limited call for proposal. You may not have many people being picked, maybe less than 10 or thereabout. And so if you are working at the south, you are not most likely to have this grant. But if you are working at the northern part of Ghana, you are most likely, when they are screening out the best and they want to pick the best proposals, they are most likely going to pick those who are coming from the northern part of Ghana. I've mentioned particularly northern region, which capital is Tamale, and then we are talking about northeast region, and then we are talking about Savannah regions. I know we have Wa, and we also have Bolga. That's is it northeast? And Navrongo region is what? All of those places are there.
Navrongo is the upper east.
You have upper east and upper west. I know they are all there.
And
but
Savannah,
anybody applying for northern region, northeast, Savannah are most likely to be preferred to even upper west and upper east. I hope that makes some sense to you. I am not saying that if you are from the northern upper west or upper east, you cannot be picked. That's what I'm saying. But when the proposal that becomes very tight, and the board has to make a decision to pick maybe 10 out of 20 best, they will most likely focus on northern Ghana. That's northern region, which capital is the Tamale, and then they'll look at Savannah. So just to guide your know which area to look at. I think that is the most beautiful information about the message that brought the call. Now, remember also that you were asked to submit this through an email. You are expected to use an email address, which has been provided by the Executive Secretary to submit this. You are not asked to submit a hard copy. You are supposed to send an email. You are supposed to send an email. So you need to know that email. It is us in the call. It is not in the added template. Sorry, it is not in the proposal template, but it is in the call document. So if you want to do the submission, you have to refer back to that document, and then you copy that email into your email and send it. Having said this, I will take 1 or 2 questions and then I'll move to the proposal template proper. Is there any question? Emmanuel, maybe you can help me by checking from the no, there is no message, there's no question at the message site.
Okay, Passion for Humanity Ghana has their hand up. You have their hand up, so you can unmute yourself and speak, please.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, the question is, so if you are in another region, doesn't mean you can't apply?
No, it does not mean so. But I'm only telling you what it means is that if there are more people, assuming we are looking for 10 and we can find the 10 from the preferred regions, it means most likely that the person who is from another region may not become selected if the numbers are full. It doesn't mean that if you are from the south, you cannot apply. You can apply from the south. You can apply from the north. But I'm telling you that the most preferred now will be at the north. You cannot force people to go and work in the north. But if we, over the years, not more people have gotten the opportunity from the north because they have not applied. Okay, so now the opportunity is being given to those who are from the north more. But if this call is over and the people from the north didn't apply, it goes back again to the south anyway. To go back to whoever is qualified. And I'm just telling you, there is some preferable reason why Global Fund wants us to go to all the regions I'm mentioning, unless we don't have anybody that work. I hope the questions are clear. KKC, you can speak.
Thank you very much. The immediate past chairman.
Mr. Fred, just call me Mr. Fred.
Mr. Fred. At the same time, you are the immediate past chairman. So I'm not saying you're the chair, the immediate past chairman. That's what I'm trying to say. So good morning to all. My question is this. Looking at the call, And that's a point. This bodies with respect to the clarification brought in about the submission. When I look at the call, because some have called me regards to the submission, so I told them to go to the call. What the call tells them is that is what they are supposed to have told them. And then looking at the call, it reads, all proposals should be submitted or hand-delivered on or before March 20th, 2024, before 4 p.m. It says hand-delivered. Clarify that, I would appreciate that. Thank you very much, Mr. Frey.
Which one are you reading?
That's the call.
Yes, and you are reading which? You are reading which number?
6.0.
6.0 says all proposals should be submitted or hand delivered before, okay. And before then, it says 0. 5.0 say you are to submit one to the Stop TB Partnership Ghana through the official email. Okay, so what number 6 is trying to do is that if you do not have the email, if you are not able to submit by email, it means what you are left with is a hard copy submission.
Okay.
So you see that where you are supposed to even submit this, hand delivered was not mentioned. Emmanuel, you can speak to it better if you want.
Yes, that's what you have said, Mr. Frey. So that's the appropriate response. So Kekesi does it. Honorable Kekesi, sorry.
So feel free. All right, thank you.
So everybody should go ahead and submit with soft copy. Use your email. Especially when you are looking for proposal from the north, how can you be asking them to submit it by hard copy? So try and submit through the email. But if the email fails you and you think you want to submit by hard copy, go ahead. The last question before we zoom onto the template. Yeah, we have 1.5 hours to go. We are watching the time. Abdul Rashid Imoro.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity. I wanted to ask about the 2 questions. I have 2 quick questions. First, one about the requirement that has to say that you should have a letter, like an introductory letter from the district where you want to work in. Depending on, I'm just afraid that because of the time, for instance, the district I want to work in, there has been a change of leadership, and the new leader who has come has not settled yet. So I want to work in Myong in the northern region, but there's a change of leadership, and the leader they are now doing handing over and all of those things. If I'm not able to get the letter to add up to the application, what would be my fate? That's one. And then my second question is about the time frame, the 4.0, which talks about the time frame. So we are this 10,000 Ghana cedis would be used to implement the project for 3 years. It's an annual 10,000, and then 2024 10,000, and then 2025 2026 10,000. That's what I want to know.
So if you are working with the district and there is transition or not transition, getting a letter to support your work should not be difficult. If you don't have, if you are not able to get a letter, it doesn't stop you from submitting anyway. The decision will be taken by the panel, which I am not part anyway. So that letter. If you are not able to, the proposal is saying that if you read the instructions carefully, the instruction says that do a budget of 10,000 to cover 6 months. The budget, the proposal instruction says do a budget of 10,000 Ghana cedis to cover 6 months forget about whether it is going to become annual or whatever. When your proposal goes through successfully, there will be a contract for you to sign. A contract will be given to you. If you agree to it, you sign, it becomes effective. So don't worry about the future. The future will take care of itself. Just submit what they are saying. If they say do 6-month budget and you do 1 year, and that becomes a reason why you are disqualified, maybe then you have caused it yourself. Is that right?
I didn't see that in the call. Okay, thank you very much.
Open your eyes. Very well. See, that is why these things people just take, people just see, and then they glance through and they think they've understood everything. Then they begin to ask themselves questions when they should have taken time to read. So you read it carefully, okay? You will see it in it. If you don't see it in the proposal template, you will see it in the call. It is mentioned there. It is there. Okay. You'll see it in the template. All right. So, did you see that the project time frame is April 2024 to December 2026? Yes, it means that if you go through successfully this grant application, you are going to be on the project until December 2026. But then the same proposal is telling you that you give us 6-month budget and let the 6-month budget not exceed 10,000. Very simple. No argument about it. Just do. In fact, the instructions, obeying the instructions will be the reason why you qualify or not qualify. If you misinterpret the instruction, somebody can win, you have lost. So try to follow the instructions. The instructions are there to help the people who are going to review the proposals, to drop some people. So if they say write in half page and you have written 2 pages, okay, you should know that you are even not qualified to be reviewed. Who will review 2 pages when they were asking for half page? It means you didn't understand. When we give you money and say go and do A, you go and do B, C, D. No wonder. Okay, so Gustav, go ahead with your question, and then that will be the last one. Gustav Bonnie. Gustav.
Good morning. It was a mistake. Sorry.
Okay, so let's go to the proposal template. It's good. Let it always be a mistake so we can finish quick. The very first item. See, grant implementation. I am on page 1. But before I start this, is there any comments? Chairman Abozo, do you have any comment you want to make?
Well, Chairman, the staff comment on the key information, which for me I think is in order. So please go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yep. So the first item is on the name of the organization. I'm on page 1. After reading, say please note the deadline for receipt of completed proposal, including all supporting documents, is the 20th of March. And I think today is 18th. So you have today, tomorrow, and 20th by close of the day. That's Wednesday. You have up to Wednesday to submit your proposal. Whatever we are doing today is to help you so you can go back and see whether there is anything you want to correct in the work you have done so far or the work you are going to do. Then number 1 says name of the organization. This is referring to your NGO name. Your NGO, the account, when they give you money, what is the name on your bank account? Put it there. Is the NGO Bio Foundation, or it is Agricultural Workers of Ghana, or is whatever it is, the name is that you find on your certificate of registration, which is reflecting on the bank account of the company. Put it there. It is the name of your NGO. You say region in which the work will be done is referring to the name of the region. Is it Oti region? Mention the name of the region. Is it Oti? Is it Bono East? Is it Northern region? Is it Upper East? Just write the region. Now it goes further to ask you district in which the work will be done. So we know that you are working, you want to work in Northern region with the capital Tamale. But in the Northern region, which district do you want to work in? You have to select one district. One district. So write the name of that district. Write the name of that district over there. The name of the district. The name of my district is Jasikai. Some districts are KJB, some are Biakuye. In the Northern region, help me. Some of the districts in the Northern region, you know them.
Yeah, we have Sandalwood, Nanton, Tolong, and the rest.
Talon, Thank you. I like the word and the rest. They are just asking you to put the name of that district. It is from that district you will bring your letter of recommendation from the district health director, either a district or metropolis or municipal. You collect the letter from them. Now it goes further to say name 20 communities in which the work is done. Now you see, we moved from region, we went to the district, and now we are going to the sub-district. So when you go to the district you have mentioned, if you go to Talon district, we want you to mention the names of 3 different towns or communities. It's the names of the towns. If you go to Jasikan district, we have Okajakrom. We have Jasikan proper. It's also a town. You have Guama. You have Nsuta. You have Budada. You have Aka. You have all of them. So that district, the district in which you want to work, they want you to list 20 communities that you will be finding TB cases from. Names of 20 towns. Names of 20 towns or villages or whatever it is. Don't worry. It could be a town with a lot of people or a village with small number of people. But the proposal is asking you to name 20 of them in that district. This is something you can preferably outline talking to the health director, or most preferably the TB focal person. The TB focal person will tell you that, look, if you want to work in this district in TB, please go to this or that community. They can always help you there. Emmanuel, if you refer to the EOI tutorial platform, there's some things there to handle. Kindly find a way to help them out there. So that people shoot different things. Then what is next? Okay. So now we go to target population. I hope we are following anyway. Now you see, we are mentioning the names of towns within the community, within the districts. Now the proposal is asking for communities. Bonnie Gustav, is your hand up? I don't want to take it anyway. Let it go down. We will take any questions later on when I'm done. Okay, so we are now on target population. This population referred to the group of human beings. The group of human beings, target population. Are you looking at farmers? Are you looking at farmers, or you are looking at mining people? Or you are like looking at oil workers, or some people working in stone quarries? Or you are looking at people in the prison or police cells? Or you are looking at people living with HIV? Are you looking at youth or people in their old age? What is your target? Are you targeting children under 5? What is your population you want to target when you are looking for TB cases? That is all that is asking you to do. I hope it is explicit. No confusion about it. If you have any confusion, write a question down. Now we have left the first page. We have gone to the second page. Name of person from the organization responsible for managing the project. So in your organization, who is going to manage it? If we have any question to ask you, if Stop TB Partnership Leadership has any question to ask you on the project, who should they ask? Is it the executive director or the project coordinator? Who is responsible? Write the person's name there. Write the name of the person there. If anything goes wrong, if there is theft, if there is stealing, if we have to sue somebody, who do we sue? If somebody is coming to sign the contract, who is that person? Who will manage the project? Who will be responsible for this whole money when they give it to you? Write the person's name. Name of person from the organization responsible for managing the project. Now, office address and location. I think office address and location, you should be clear. Describe it. See that they left that space big for you. Are you located opposite a bank, a commercial bank? Are you located in center of town near? Please put your GPS address. Describe. Try to describe it so that if I enter Northern region, and I ask where is this district, and they direct me to that district, and I enter the district, I should be able to find the location of your office without worrying so much. If you put your GPS address, it means we can enter it into a Google and drive to your office without asking anybody a question. But also try and put it, the town, your office. It is, you may not be in the district capital. Which town of the district is your office? Write the name of the town. Write the exact location in that town the office is. And put your Google, your GPS address as part of it. The next one says telephone number. Put all the telephone numbers that are known of you. All the telephone numbers that are known of you. I'm trying to open the meeting for everybody, but I'm not getting the icon.
Okay, let's try and do that right now. Do you see a padlock icon to the right side?
Yes.
I'll click on it and tell me what's there.
Okay, share your screen.
When you
meeting with host management.
So you can check open.
Okay.
That one will let everybody come in.
Yeah, I think I've checked everything now.
Okay, so do you see an open door on the top left side of your screen?
An open door, I don't see.
That's an indication that anybody can enter. After you get to the host management and you click on open, it means good. All right, I see the open door myself. So
yeah, I'll click on it now inside there. Okay, so it's open. Sorry guys, we are trying to manage technology to make this thing work. Chairman General, you are welcome. I will not mention your name. No, it's the general. It's a general chairman. It's a general chairman. Thanks for coming to listen to us. So now we are on page 2. We are on page 2. Page 2 of the proposal template. The heading is background details of implementing partner. Background details. We are done with the name of the person responsible for the project. We are done with the office location, and then we are on WhatsApp telephone. Write all your telephone numbers. The telephone numbers that is for telephone call. Don't write a number that is for WhatsApp unless it is also for WhatsApp. So if you watch carefully, there is WhatsApp line under the telephone number. So telephone number can be maybe a fixed line in your office, and it can also be a mobile number. The spaces are there for 2. You see the 2 of them. Write all the numbers there that must be reached. Sometimes you have Vodafone, you have MTN. do the two for easy access to you. Everybody on this platform, everybody who will be picked will automatically be, you must necessarily be on WhatsApp. If you don't have WhatsApp line now, don't take it for granted. It could mean that they will not pick you. The proposal committee can decide not to pick you if you say you don't have a WhatsApp line. It means you are not technology savvy now. So if you are not on WhatsApp, fine, that's your own cup of tea. But put your WhatsApp number there. Everything they require of you, put it there. Don't assume. If you don't put it there, it is not there. If you put it there, they will verify to see whether it is on. After that, go to email address. Go to the email address. Email address. This should be the email address of the organization. The email address of the organization. If you like, maybe you can put the project manager's email. So maybe the executive director has his personal email and the NGO also has their own, an official email. You can put the two. But by all means, put an email, because every communication that will be done on this process will be done through email or WhatsApp. So try as much as possible and fill in those places. If you don't have an email, it means you have to go and open one before you submit this proposal. Now I move to the next one. I said, please use half a page or less, 15 lines. Don't go more than half of a whole page. When you open the Word document, the maximum you can write, should be on. So, sorry, I was interrupted by very important. What are the missions and the objectives of your organization? Are the mission and objectives of your organization? They are just from your own organization. What is your mission? And what objectives do you have as an organization to achieve for your organization? Are you into health? Are you into governance? Are you into whatever you are into? What is your mission? Your mission statement, your vision statement, your objectives. They are saying put all of that into some half page or less. Mission statement, vision statement, objective of your organization. Of your organization. The objectives can include anything. Maybe you are also into environment, you are into local government, you are into child abuse or whatever, child trafficking. You are into anything. Whatever you are into, don't worry. Just state your mission, your vision as they are. And I advise you, try and print them boldly and paste in your office. Only come to your office to find out whether you exist before anything will be given to you. Number 2 says, what are the current funding sources of your organization? Currently, do you have any sources of funding? The name of the organization, you can create a simple table. You can create a simple table and fix in as much information as you want to provide. Somebody will even mention the name of the funding organization and the amount of money and the kind of project they are doing with it. If it is one project you are having, go ahead and put it. If it is 2 projects, 3 projects, whatever it is that you are doing now, put it there. What are your current sources of funding? Is it that you yourself is an IGF, internally generated fund, and you don't worry, just tell the truth. Because anything you say will be verified. So just put what it is there. It is your own money you are using to run the organization. That is a source. That is the current source. Maybe the board of directors are giving you money and you are, or maybe some philanthropist, one man somewhere gives you money. Or you are mobilizing funds from the community you work with. That is your source of funding. Maybe you are working with HIV, TB, malaria with the Global Fund. Mention it. Wherever you are getting money from, mention it. But they are saying that just try as much as possible to use fewer words. One paragraph, provide this information.
Mr. Please, if I may.
If you have so much to write, don't write more than half a page. Whose child is crying and that we need to mute?
Yeah, Mr. Nakura, please mute yourself.
Okay,
Good.
so I've muted him. Please try and mute yourselves. Then I'm on number 3 now. Number 3 says, give 3 concrete but short examples of your work at the community level related to health, especially TB, HIV, or malaria. If you have been working as an NGO for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, what have you been doing? Have you done any malaria activity? Have you done anything in TB already before? Have you done anything related to HIV or any other thing, maternal health? In fact, if you have done something in TB, HIV, or malaria, they are the best for you to put over here. They are the best. That is why it says, especially TB, HIV, or malaria. So if you have done something in HIV, just use 1 paragraph, not more than half a page. Put it there. What have you been doing in HIV? Is it self-testing? Did you train peer educators to do peer education? Are you doing counseling and testing? HIV, what are you doing? What work have you, the money you were giving, whether you were giving money or you did it by yourself? What is it? Describe it. This is a community work you are going to do. TB is a community work. So they want to see you share experience of what you have done in the community to give credence to them to believe that when you are giving money to go to the community, you are able to do it. Have you been involved in community mobilization? Have you done stakeholders meeting before? Have you done one-on-one education, group education? Is it thereby you did? Is it some radio program you have done? What is it that you have done? Is it some out in whatever? How have you done it? But short examples of your work at the community level. And this work related to health. So malaria, TB, HIV, maternal health, mention them. Is it pneumonia? Or you work on sickle cell? Or we work on mental health? Whatever it is that you are working on, feel free and describe it. If you have done anything in TB already, HIV or malaria, they are the most preferred. But if you have not done anything in malaria, TB, HIV yet, whatever you have done, describe it. There will be capacity building to help whoever wins this, so you can do TB as part of your community mobilization exposure. Now I move to number 4. Number 4 says, which area of intervention of the National TB Control Program will the work of your organization support? You see, you are asking for funding for TB. You are asking for money. I think this is just trying to find out whether you have been reading the National Strategic Plan. Some of you have never seen the National TB Control Program Strategic Plan. Indeed, I have been waiting patiently to see on the platform for somebody to ask, can you share with us the strategic plan? Nobody has asked. The moment that has happened, I knew that there are many people who want this thing, but they don't know how to go about it. You need to go and take the national strategic. Emmanuel, at this point, you put the strategic plan on the tutorial platform for them. Push it to them. Okay. There. So all of you go and read through the national strategic plan of the National TB Control Program and see that this proposal you are writing, this proposal you are submitting, which part of the NTP's objectives or interventions are you featuring? In fact, if you read it, it is clear. Your mind will be clear. You will know exactly what they are even expecting from NGOs. It is clearly stated there. So this process we are in here, it is also a capacity building process. Take the document Emmanuel has submitted, take some 1 or 2 hours, skim through, look at the places that are relevant, read and have some understanding, learn and build your own capacity, make this proposal the best for yourself. Can I go to number 5? He said, do you work with other international or national development initiatives They give examples like National AIDS Control Program, Malaria Control Program, UNDP, UNSAID, the Global Fund, or whatever. Do you work with any of them? You say yes. If the answer is no, that's good to know. If it is yes, then he says, please give brief description of your work with the organizations. So you may take one sentence. Working with the National AIDS Control Program, we have done this. Working with the National Malaria Control Program, we were involved in doing ABCD. We worked with the United Nations Department on blah, blah, blah. We're working with them, we did this child health, blah, blah, blah. We work with, these are just examples. Somebody worked with Clinton Health Initiative, Access Initiative. Somebody worked with a JICA. Somebody worked with GIZ. All of them are development partners. Whatever it is that you find yourself, whoever you find yourself doing anything with, they just want to see that you are in the system and you have worked with some people. They are just asking for trust over here. If you have not done anything with anybody here, don't mention it. I can assure you they will find out anything you have put over here. Over the years, the Stockton Partnership have had people who have been given funding and it looks like they never knew what to do. This is asking to see if you have really been in the system. Don't worry. If you work with only one of them, say it. If you have never worked with any of them, don't bother yourself. There is already a description at the up there that shows that you have worked. If you have not worked, don't tell a lie. Just leave it blank and move on. Now I have moved to page 3. I moved to page 3. Yes, now we have 1 hour to go. Can I take some 1 or 2 questions up to this stage? Is there one?
Yes, my hand has been up.
Okay, Abdul Rashid Moro.
Yes. I wanted to find out if you have worked with some partners, but who are not mentioned here, by local partners. Is it possible to mention that?
Yes, I have mentioned, yes, yes.
I mean, they are not international partners, but they are local partners. You have worked with them. For instance, I have always facilitated sessions for young people living with HIV for HFFG. So I don't know whether.
Okay, so what is the question saying? Go back to the question. The question says, do you work with other international or national development initiatives? Is that right?
Yes.
So you have international and you have national. So what you are referring to is national, isn't it?
Okay.
Good. So the question is answered by the question in the template. Any other? Gustav, Bonnie, your hand has been up since. Try and lower it so you avoid the time you will now want to raise it, woman you. I move on to page 4. I move to page 3. It said, please type or print clearly. It said you may attach up to 2 additional pages for this session. So this session has, that's the funding proposal. This is where the money you are asking for will be described. And it is like 3 pages or 4 pages. And they are saying that you can attach up to 2 pages. You can attach, it means that they are not asking you to write too many things. If you have ever done summary in school, your things and go straight to the point, and so that of you. The first heading under funding proposal says introduction, and see the instruction. Say, please provide a brief introduction to the gap or the challenge you are trying to address. If you go to the National Strategic Plan, you will find it. That is the national plan. The national gap is there. Now, if you go to your own district and you talk to the district TB focal person or the DHMT, and you ask them to give you data on TB, and you have discussion with the DHMT on TB, they will be able to tell you the challenge they have with TB in that community. And then you can describe it here using data. As much as possible, try and use evidence. When you refer to the National Strategic Plan, you are coming very well. Then you zero down to see in the districts the challenge the National Strategic Plan is mentioning. Do you find something similar that play into it at the district level? Indeed, that is how you will be describing the gap. That is how you will be describing the gap. We are supposed to be finding 44,000 TB cases annually as a country. That is calculated within the 33 million Ghanaians. How many people are in your district? How many people is your district supposed to find in a year? How many people are they finding now? Are they having problem with screening? Are they having problem with community entry? Are they having problem with loss to follow up? Are they having problem with treatment success? What exactly is the problem in the district? Stated there. I am moving to number 2, under funding proposal. That one says objectives. So you have stated your challenge, the gap. Is it problem of screening? Is it in addition to that follow-up, loss to follow-ups? Are you looking at supporting to achieve higher treatment outcomes? What are the challenges? Now you set objectives to address the challenges. So if you say that they are not able to reach their screening case notification target, if that is a challenge, what are you going to do? What objective are you setting? Within 6 months, what do you want to do? You want to help them to screen? What do you want to help them to do? State it here as an objective. I guess what I have stated is clear. So you can have objectives that are addressing early screening. You can have objectives that are putting people on treatment. You can have objectives that are putting people, supporting people to finish and to finish treatment. Because treatment for TB is 6 months. If it is multi-drug resistant TB, it's 9 months. Do you want to provide support? State the objective clearly. Let it be something that can be measured. You have 6 months to state the 6 months. This thing should be achieved within 6 months. You want to help screen hard to reach communities? You want to reach how many people? You want to help screen 500 women, 500 children, 500 community people in 6 months. You want to help put how many people on TB cases, TB treatment. You want to support the treatment of, just be very specific, be stated, let it be measurable, let it be something we can put time to, we can put numbers to, something we can count. Let your objective speak to accountability. I don't know if this makes some sense to somebody. Hopefully, when you start, you will understand. Now, you have stated your objectives. They are asking you, what activities are you going to undertake to achieve those objectives? If you want to help if you want to achieve screening, if you want to achieve putting people on treatment, if you want to achieve ensuring people who are put on treatment achieve treatment success, what activities are you going to do? Are you going to be doing house to house? Are you going to be doing small group discussions? Or you want to go on radio, which I don't agree? Or you want to go and do community debate, which to collect sputum? whatever it is you want to do so that you can be finding those TB cases. And when you want to put people on treatment, how do you do it? We are calling for sputum transportation. We want you to enter the communities. We want you to go and collect the sputum. We want you to transport the sputum. We want you to go to the laboratory and collect the results. We want you to be able to transmit the result to the community, the sputum you have, the people from whom you have collected sputum. We want you to be able to put the people you have found to be positive on treatment. We want to make sure that those people you put on treatment, they have been they have been counseled to adhere to treatment, so you are able to make sure that they are successfully treated. What activities are you undertaking? I hope I have spoken enough to help you in that regard. Then the most interesting part is the expected outcomes. You have stated your objective, you have stated your activities, you have stated your challenges, you have stated your objectives, you have gone to the activities. Now, at the end of the day, doing all this, what are the outcomes? Gentlemen, refer to the National Strategic Plan. It has information for you. When you are screening, but let me help you here. There are three principal outcome areas. You want to increase early detection of cases. Okay. You want to increase the percentage of positive cases in the district. You want to increase the percentage of treatment outcome. It is very important. You want to increase the percentage of treatment success. You want to increase the percentage of case we are finding in the district. You want to increase the percentage of people we put on treatment. These are outcomes. But look at the outcome indicators. How do you count the number of people who are on, who you have, if you have increased the percentage of people who are screened in the district, if you have increased the number of screening that is done, and you have now increased, let's say, screening from 500 people to 1,000 people, what can we count? We are talking about the indicators. Can we count the number of sputum you have collected? Can we count the number of people you have screened? Can we count the number of people who are tested in the laboratory? Can we count the number of people you have put on treatment? Can we count the number of people who have successful? These are the indicators. So depending on which indicator you have picked, you should be able to tell how to count. If you say you are increasing treatment access from maybe treatment success in your district is 75%, it means when they put people on treatment, 30% are not found. They are lost to follow up. We don't find them. They maybe some die or whatever. Now, if you want to move the 70% to 90, now if you want that treatment access as an outcome, if you want an indicator, what do you count? We have to be counting the number of people who have been successfully treated. We have to count the number of people who have been successfully, so number of people successfully completing treatment. That is what we will count to be able to tell the percentage you have achieved. It is mathematical. Get it clear. Any outcome you state, there should be a way to count it. If you are increasing people, the number of positive people, there are things we can count. We can count the sputum you have collected. We can count the ones you have sent to the laboratory. We can count the one that has been tested negative and the one that has been tested positive. These are the indicators. If you went to do this work, you are giving money and you went to the community and did something. Which outcomes are you? So the proposal is just asking you, think into what you want to do. What are the outcomes? It can be one. Don't worry yourself too much. They have put 3 over here. You can do the 3. You can do 1. You can do 2. Don't worry so much. You can be looking at just increasing the number of positive cases. You can be looking at helping people to complete treatment. These are two. So you are looking at percentage increase in case finding. You are looking at percentage increase in treatment success. The indicators are clear. The number of people, the number of people, the number of this, the number of that. That is the indicator. 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 The indicator. Yes. The work plan. This is free. Number 5. He said you should support your proposal by attaching a detailed work plan for the 6-month duration of implementation. Simple work plan. This is no template. It means that how you do it in your NGO. The template you use in your NGO, use it. The work plan should essentially state the activity and the month you want to do it, or the weeks you want to do it in those months. If you go so detailed, who is responsible for doing those activities? It is a work plan. Those activities you have mentioned up over there, bring them into a diagram, attach it, let it be. So you can put, you see the box that is attached to the work plan number 5. There is an open box there. Right over there, maybe see Annex A. So you name the annex, the work plan, name it at the bottom of the document, Annex A. And that is your work plan. Then the next one is saying your monitoring plan. How do you name that one also? You can name it maybe Annex B. The Annex B become your monitoring plan. Your monitoring plan, say the purpose of monitoring the grant is to follow progress in implementation, measure performance, inform decisions during implementation, and help identify problems that need the attention of managers. Implementers are requested to describe the monitoring system that will be used to monitor the grant activities against the indicator defined in number 4. So if we are going to be talking about the number of sputum we have collected, the number of activities we've gone to do, we want to see the number of sputum that has been transported. We want to see the number of people we have communicated the result of the lab to. We want to see the number. We want to be sure we are monitoring the people we have put on treatment. We want to be sure we are checking the activities we are supposed to do, and we are doing it. And when we've done those activities, we want to be sure that we wrote report on those activities. We carried the sputum to the lab. We went to the lab to take the result. We want to ensure that the people are put on treatment. How are you going to ensure all these things are happening as a team? If your NGO has 1, 2, 3 staff, what system are you putting in place? Are you going to have a daily meeting? Are you going to have monthly meeting to discuss the project, to know where you are, to see the report that has been written, to see the activities that have been done, the one that are left to be done, how to do it, to look at the challenges? Have you taken things to the laboratory and they have not been, the sputum have not been tested? If that is a challenge, what system are you going to use to address these things? Do you want to have some regular meetings with the DHMT? You want to have meetings at your own office level? You want to have meetings with the DHMT? Do you want to have meetings with the laboratory people? Do you want to have meetings with the TB focal person? What do you want to do? Do you want to develop an application in your workplace to alert you on ABCD? Innovation is everywhere. Tell us. They want you to take your time and describe step by step how you are going to monitor this project. I hope this explanation sinks well with somebody to go back and reframe the one you have done. And don't think that what I'm saying, I am an expert of all. No. Whatever it is that you can add, what we are doing here is to provide you some understanding so you can enhance what you already know. The number 7 says time frame. It says specify start and completion. It said it should be specify start and completion date of project. And it has already been said here that the time frame should be within 6-month period. And you have also been told at the top there that your project begins from April 2024. If you are counting from April 2024, where will 6 months end? The box over there is big. Don't let the bigness of the box confuse you. They are just asking you, when are you starting this project? When are you ending it? It is simple. No long story about it. The last one is sustainability. I believe all of us understand what sustainability is, but it says, how do you ensure this project continues after the grant, just in case the grant ends? They want you to think through and tell us that, assuming Stop TB Partnership stop giving you money for TB case finding, assuming without admitting that this happens, try to think innovatively and tell us that, look, if you give me this money for 1 year, 2 years, even if you don't give me, this is the thing I'm going to put in place to ensure that this project can still continue. What project? Finding TB cases, carrying sputum, putting them on treatment, monitoring them to be successfully cured. What are you going to do? Do you want to train your volunteers of other projects in TB? Do you want to use already existing project volunteers to do this so that you use 2 stones, 1? How do you want to do it? Are you thinking of building your own capacity and looking at other funding sources? Are you looking at the district assembly common fund? Are you looking at other international donors, some commercial activities within your district? Are you looking at some local? I don't know. Think about something innovative to convince the panel of people who are reading this proposal to say, hey, this guy seems to have some innovative ideas. Let's pick him up. I wish you all the best in thinking through innovations. And then the big one, the summary of all, which is the summary table. The summary table is asking you objective, activity, plan output, duration, outcome indicator. You are only populating all the things you have already written over there in this table. You have already stated objective. So bring objective 1. What activity is going to be done to achieve the objective 1? The objective on TB screening. What activity do you want to do? State that all the activities of objective 1 in the activity column. And then the output. Outputs are numbers. Do you want to do 10 days house to house sputum collection in every month? That is your output. If you say you are training volunteers, how many volunteers are you training? I'm training 5 volunteers. Excuse me. I'm training 5 volunteers. So 5 volunteers trained. In how many days of workshop? 1 day workshop. Output, simple. 1 day workshop, 5 volunteers trained. Watch this. The plan out. The duration is 1 day. So the duration column states the day, the day or the hour, half day. But in that half day, what is your output? 5 volunteers trained. So if you say you are collecting sputum, how many sputum are you collecting? If it's an activity under sputum, mention it. Or you want to say 10 house-to-house conducted, 10 house-to-house TB screening conducted. If you come to the duration, will it be daily or weekly? Will it be monthly? Or it will be like 2 hours a day, every day for 1 month? You describe it there. State whatever you want to state there. Then expected outcome. So the outcome indicator you have put over there, bring it here. I mean, the outcome you stated up there. Is it increase in TB case finding? Put it there. The indicator will be what? Number of sputum you have collected, number of people you have screened first, number of sputum you have collected, number of sputum you have transported, number of sputum tested in the laboratory, number of people testing negative, number of the cascade. Put what you want to put there to satisfy your own whims. Okay, so we have about 30 minutes to go, and the last one we have to is the budget. Let me wait here, drink a cup of water, and ask for any questions. And then maybe chairman has anything you want to say, he's free to say it. Manuel has anything to say, you say, why I drink water?
Yeah, Chairman Afraid. The general chairman. Chairman general, yes. And the general chairman too is on board.
The general chairman is on board.
Anyway, I think so far so good. If others don't have any questions to ask, I'll still urge that to go ahead and share the
All right. Anybody with anything? Emmanuel, are you there? Any no
Yes,
question?
I'm here.
Moses, can do your mic. Okay.
Mr. Dakura, please mute yourself.
And muting himself. Just give me 1 minute, please. Okay, I took my cup of water. Unfortunately, they didn't get me tea, which I never requested. Anyway. All right, so the last one is the budget template. The budget templates. I think this just gives us a clear outline. Oh my goodness. Noise on my background. Sorry, let me bang it up. Bang it. Good. Sorry, thank you so much. The budget template speaks to itself. If you are a budgeting person, they are asking you to do 10,000 budget for 6 months activities. Principally, try to budget for volunteers. How much will you pay volunteers? I advise you something small for a month, for the 6 months, and then maybe something small for you monitoring the volunteers. Whatever you do over here, just make sure that you do it very simple and straightforward. There is not a million budgets, but then they are just asking you, look at 10,000. If you were giving 10,000 Ghana cedis, what can you do with it in 6 months? Assuming without admitting that that is all they have to give you. How much can you give the volunteers to work for you? How much do you need yourself to maybe monitor the volunteers? How much do you need to maybe transport sputum? Or you want the volunteers themselves to transport the sputum? Whatever budget you put over here should just speak to the simple act of collecting sputum, transporting it, doing some education. And I advise you, you cannot go and do education without collecting sputum. If you say you are on radio, you must be on radio collecting sputum. If you say you are doing DEBA, the DEBA must be for the purpose of collecting sputum. Anything you do as an activity, it must be something that is collecting sputum. So, activity 1, put it there. Describe in that column what the activity is. And then check the unit price. check the quantities you are talking about and the frequency. The frequency can be 6 months or less. If you are talking about volunteers, about 5 volunteers maximum. About 5 volunteers maximum. The unit price, you check 6 months, how much can it be for you to still have some balance? If you want to do monitoring. If you want to do monitoring of the volunteers, what do you need to do it? What do you need to do the monitoring? Is it fuel or it is TNT allowance? Put it there. It's very simple. This template looks big here, but it's so simple. Whatever it is that you want to put the activity and what you need. If you want to conduct monitoring to the volunteers, if you want to visit the community to do screening, if it's the volunteers that are doing, are you talking about volunteers allowance, or you are talking about your own fuel, or you are talking about some money for communication? If it is communication, how much is the unit price for communication? Is it 100 cedis? How many of the 100 cedis do you need? How many people will collect the 100 cedis? Forgive me. The quantity. If it is 100 cedis, how many people will collect the 100 cedis? How many times in the 6 months? Put it there. If it is volunteers allowance, units of the unit amount to how many volunteers? If the unit amount is 300 Ghana cedis, the volunteers should not be more than 5. Or if it is 10, whatever it is that you put there, if you multiply it, how many times will you pay them within the 6 months? That is the frequency. So the human beings, the number of people. If it is a workshop you are organizing, you want to budget for a conference room. How many conference rooms do you need? Is it 1 or 2? How many times do you need? Is it 2 times or 3 times or once? So if it is 100 series a conference room, you need 1, you put 1 there. If it's once you need it, you put it at a frequency 111. The quantity can be 10, the frequency can be 10. The quantity can be 1, the frequency can be 10. I mean, it depends on what you are doing. So don't be confused. Just sit down, think through it carefully. It should be easy for you to do. This brings me to the end of my long talk on providing some technical understanding to the templates for our enhanced submission of documents to help join the Stop Thief Partnership cadre of NGOs implementing GC7. Thank you, and over for questions so we can move. We have done 1.5 hours. Hopefully we can close on time.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable Board Chairman. I see a number of hands are up already.
No, this is not Honorable Board Chairman.
Hey, sorry. I'm so sorry. The transition process is still on. All right. Okay, so please, if you haven't been called, kindly ensure your microphone is off. If you have not been called, keep your microphone off. So the first one I saw was the so kindly let's hear you.
Yeah, Mr. Fred, my phone went off before number 4, expected outcome. I didn't get that place. Can you put that for me? Expected number 4, that under, or I didn't get it well. I was offline. You can do me some favor.
I am not sure we can go back to say everything we have already said, but expected outcome simply
only 1 or 2 places that I can follow.
I have said that when you go to the National Strategic Plan, you'll find what the outcomes are.
Okay.
But there are principally 2 or 3 outcomes you can find within the TB space. You can be having increased TB detection. you can be having what do you call it? You can be having increased screening, and you can be having increased TB positive cases, and you can be having increased treatment success. These are outcomes, and the indicators of these are the numbers you are able to count. So if it is about the sorry, I am on a call now. I'll call you back later, please. So we said that your indicators and all these can be
excuse me, Apostle Dabi, can you mute yourself, please? Apostle Dabi, can you mute yourself, please?
Okay.
Feedback. Sorry.
The number of people you screen, the number of people, the sputum you collected, the number of sputum you transport to the laboratory, the number of people coming out positive, the number of people who are negative, the number of people you link to treatments. If you put people on treatment, the number of people you're able to support. The numbers account for the numbers for the indicators. The outcomes are the percentages of work done. If you are having increase in case detection, you are having increase in treatment success. These are two principal indicators we are looking for in the TB space. Increased TB case finding, increased treatment success, increased treatment success, increased case finding or case notification. If it is case notification, all the indicators are clear. The number of people you have screened, the number of people who are positive, the number of people you have put on treatment. All the other process indicators are there. The number of sputum you have collected, the number of sputum you have transported, the number testing negative, the number testing, all these are indicators. If you are looking at treatment, increased treatment success, if you are looking at increased treatment success, you are looking at the number of people who have completely been cured of TB. Next question, please.
Okay, so I think next hand I see here is from Mr. Benjamin Boabing. So
yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Chairman, for presentation. I want a bit clarification on, I think, page 2, where the question is demanding the type of activities we are already doing on the field or those of us working on HIV self-testing, that is Garnet. Even though it's for NSCP, it is channeled through Garnet. So with that one, the source of funding, do we state NSCP or we state Garnet? And then another one is with the immunization that we are doing. It is Gavi sponsored, but it is channeled through Coalition of NGOs in Health. So what do we state there? Is it Coalition of NGOs in Health or Gavi as a source of funding? Thank you.
State the two. Next question. If you heard me, I say state the two. Gavi through Coalition of NGOs in Health. Global Fund through NACP and Garnet. Provide information to let people understand exactly what it is. Don't worry. Next question.
okay, I don't see any other hand up. Okay, Mr. Bonnie Gustav, your hand goes up and down. So okay, your hand is down again. Mr. Avadra Theodore. Mr. Avadra Theodore, you can unmute yourself and speak.
All right, thank you very much for the opportunity. I'd like to congratulate the Abridge Chairman for his nice presentation. My problem is that where I am, I have an existing NGO which is into TB. For the sake of the love, we are also doing our best to support. So as he said that there are vacancies in the north, can it be possible we choose from the north so that we are giving, or we should still apply in our district?
I don't understand.
That's my main concern.
Are you already implementing TB?
Okay. I'm not already implementing TB, but there is, in my district, there is already an NGO implementing TB.
Yes,
I am into HIV TB.
In the same district.
Okay.
You are into TB HIV in the same district that somebody is doing TB. You are doing HIV in the district the person is doing TB. Is that right?
I'm doing HIV TB, but with no sponsorship.
You ask the question again. I want to get this clear. Are you implementing TB?
Yes, but with no sponsorship. We are just assisting the program.
Are you implementing TB with Stop TB Partnership?
No.
And you said that you are in a district.
Yes. There is an existing NGO that is.
There is an existing NGO in that district doing TB under Stop TB Partnership.
Yes, please.
So that person is already there. You cannot be there.
Okay, so for us to, can you give us the list of the available districts in the north so that we can do our best to select one of those districts so that we can equally work there for the sake of...
There is no available districts list to be given you. Do your homework and get the district. You see that you are telling me now that you are working in a district, somebody is there. If you want to work in a district, you should have known that there is somebody there or not there. It's part of the process. So go to the northern region, go to northeast, go to Savannah, and pick a district that nobody is working there.
All right. Thank you very much.
I love the question. I mean, but it's open. And because the numbers are fewer, there must be room to remove others and pick the best. So I guess the Secretariat is guided by that. Our time is running. We have 18 minutes to go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir. I see Game Cure. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much. This is Richard.
Okay, Richard. Kuna. Yeah, Kuna, Richard, go ahead.
Hey, Chairman, thank you very much for the powerful presentation.
Thank you, bro.
My question has to do with the indicators. Is that indicators? No, the output or the outcome, rather, where you talk of increase. So I want to also know, is there a case an applicant can indicate a reduction of intent cases in the particular district?
Reduction of what?
Intent cases. Case reduction.
Why not? Why not? Why not? If you are reducing the number of cases, you will surely be counting number of cases you find, isn't it? But be guided by the national strategic plan. Wisdom, let wisdom direct.
I hear you.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't see. Okay, Mutala, go ahead. Mr. Gainkill, please mute yourself.
Good morning. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Emma, and thank you, Mr. Alfred, our former board chair. And to thank everyone.
I am afraid.
Mr. Gainkill, Richard, please mute yourself.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Frey. We have a wonderful presentation. My question goes to the target population you mentioned. If I got it right, we are looking at the example you gave, whether we are targeting fishermen, women, young age, and whatever. If you have more, you list everything, or you just one that we are expected to list. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. List as many as you want to target. If you are targeting children under 5, if you are targeting old men and women above 60 years, 65 years, maybe they do mining in your community, you want to target the mining workers, or you want to go to police cells, or you want to go to prisons, you want to, there are some slums, far away villages that are not being reached. State everything that you want to state. And you see, they are not the same in every district, and they are not the same in every community. I don't know much about the northern Ghana. I don't know much about it. We have what we call the buoyant TB. In the Tamale region, in the northern region, in northeast, those places, you have cattle rearers that drink fresh milk that also end up causing the bovine TB. So, do you want to screen the Fulanis, the cattle workers? So it depends on your district and what activities happen there. It depends on your district and what activities happen there. If you have chosen a district around Aqua and the rest, these are mining communities. If you have chosen a district around the central region, what is it? The old people we can target? Is it people living with HIV we want to try to visit to screen them? Whatever. Go ahead. It is your proposal. Remember, it's a proposal. So just speak to what is possible within. If you are somebody that is in my district, Jasikan district, for example, they have started breaking stones there. So there is stone quarry. And I'm personally becoming worried because stone quarry is about to bring more TB cases in the district. So doing TB, we want to tackle them. So rights based on your district your district demographic data, put what you want to put there. I hope we are learning. I think no hands.
Yes. There are no other hands up.
So that we can give the house to Chairman Agozo to help us conclude.
Yeah, we're okay.
Okay. I think this man actually deserves a hand of applause, but unfortunately we cannot do it online. I will say I guess no other person could have done this the best way that Mr. Frank has handled it. I'm only a bit worried. The way people are giving him the title of the chairman. Please, he's no longer the chairman. No. He was the former chairman. And in fact, nobody should be a chairman to his name any longer. He's Mr. Fred, Mr. Kwesi, or you can call him Dr. Kwesi Fred.
Yes,
Come on, please.
Chairman General.
Chairman, with all due respect, Chairman, once a chairman, always a chairman.
Once a soldier, always a soldier.
But on this platform, there is only one chairman at a time, please.
Yes.
I want that one to drum home very much so. Thank you very much. With that said, we started with about 10 members. The number rose up to 16, and it dropped. Currently, we are 13. I think you guys have really done really well. On the platform, there were about 24 members registered on the platform. But about 16 of us made our way onto this website. And I think that's a huge success.
Yeah.
And notwithstanding the fact that some of the people who registered on the platform were even implemented. And so it shows that the actual people who we really need have all been able to make it on the platform, except that I realized 2 or 3 people I know are also picking up this proposal that have not been able to join in. I'm just wondering if the long scale of events that has just taken place, how would they factor in? Are they now going to call you by the side? Are they? I just don't know. But I guess the opportunity is still open for them to link up until the 20th Wednesday when the submissions will completely be done. If in any case some of the indicators did not come out clear to you, I think Mr. Frey is still open. Yuma is also open, and I'm also open for any further, clarification on that aspect. I think it was really good. The geographical areas came out very clear, which regions are most likely, to have the support, in terms of the nod from the team that was going to vet all these proposals. And so I'll urge you that you make sure the concerned districts and the regions are noted. That's very cool. But that notwithstanding, I think it also came out clear that if you're also implementing a different district other than the 3 or 4 northern regions, you are still permitted to write, because it will depend still on the number of NGOs applying from these key regions. In any event, we don't get anybody coming from those regions. We will still have NGOs working and getting cases detected in other districts. Remember that we are working with 97 NGOs, and this number will not be brought down because we are not getting NGOs to apply from the other regions. And so I would encourage every one of you here, whether you are in Accra, you are in the Volta region, Uti region, whatever, just please go and make sure you're also able to put up your proposal. But like we said, for those of you who are still looking for support letters from the district, please make sure you're able to do them and add to this, proposal, so that it makes it totally complete, so that you don't lose out in any of the components. I think the clarity of the proposal as Mr. Frey has been able to has come out really well. The timelines are also clear in terms of the time for submission of the proposals and the expectation of the proposals, the understanding of the proposal. I think all these things have been clearly ironed out by Mr. Frey. And on that note, I don't really want to take too much of your time. So that I'd rather urge you to go back and tie the knots on your proposals and make sure that you meet the deadline. I think it also come out clear that in submitting the proposal, it shouldn't only be hard copy. The idea is to make it easier for you. That's why we are taking advantage of technology and asking to submit the soft copies. I think that shouldn't be difficult for you doing that. In any case, now you are also able to do the online submission. I think the door is still open for you to do the hard copy submission. But I would advise, as many of you that can do the online submission, the better it will be for all of us. On that note, I think I'll be done for now. But I saw some people. Apostle Dabi, are you still there? Anyway. And then General Chairman. Is General Chairman still with us? And I was wondering on which capacity he really joined us. I really wanted to quiz him on that. On which capacity he joined this Zoom. In any case, I think I'm done. I'm just glad that I have you all, and hoping to receiving your proposal for us to also to do what is next for us to do, so that at the end they will get on the phone and then getting the cases that we are all missing in the community. So that note, I thank you very much. Over.
All right, thank you so much, Honorable.
Thank you so much.
The chairman of the National Executive Board of Stop TB Partnership Ghana, Honorable Eric Kwabena Agbozo, who is not from Agbozo. Thank you so much to everyone for coming.
Don't tread on sleepy roads, my brother. Those are sentiments. Don't mind Mr. Frey when he says I'm not a Agbozo man. Don't you mind that man. I'm a Kobo. I'm going to be an airway. And I can see everywhere in a voter ready to belong. You understand?
Yes.
The most important thing that I'll end up as a crocodile. and not dying.
All right. Thank you so much for everyone who came. Can we please have a closing prayer? Closing prayer.
Shall we pray?
Good.
We are praying. Dear Lord Jesus, we thank you this
Your
morning.
mic, madam. Let's see your face.
I have video camera.
Oh,
It's
let's
like
everybody
that.
take a picture. Let's take a picture. Let's everybody put on their video. Let's take a picture. Aha. Adams, are you there? Take a picture. Mutala Ibrahim and everybody. Try and
Chairman, one.
You are lifted, my brother.
That chairman is not for you. Be careful. The way you are assuming the chairman on the platform. I'm not happy, my brother.
The matters well.
Not just by the way, madam. We are all here.
People see how Emmanuel has tied his neck.
You know what is happening to you? Are you sick?
Oh, I'm a little under the weather, but I'm okay.
You are over the weather.
Maybe the wife is pregnant.
That's a huge
Mr. Bako, you joined it so late.
In
I didn't get to offer the Muslim prayer.
In fact, fasting fever.
Oh.
It shall be well. It shall be well.
God willing.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
Adams, I hope you took the picture. Hey, we are now 19. That's good.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Let's take the prayer so we can go.
Okay, madam, please go ahead.
Please, we are praying. Father, Lord, we thank you for this morning. We started this meeting in your name. Lord, we pray that even as we step out, may we not forget whatever we've learned today. We pray in your name that let your will be done. Give us the strength, oh Lord, to go through this successfully. Ezekiel is in your hands. Whatever decision they make, Father, let it be in the favor of the organization. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
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 That was powerful.
Amen.
Okay, brothers and sisters, hope to see you on the flip side. And waiting to see all your proposals, your quality proposals.
That's
right.
And
you leave the work with us to select the best among the best. Thank you very much and God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Fred, stay there. I want to engage you. Mr. Fred, stay there. I want to engage you.
Yes. Cash down.
That was awesome. That was awesome presentation. That was awesome.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Well, it appears the GC7 has eaten you up. Or you have eaten up the GC7.
The GC7.
Has it eaten you up or you have rather eaten it up and digested?